Really, watching film and discussing, the things that have caused us to lose these games. A lot of these games we've been ahead, and then we just, haven't capitalized for 40 straight minutes. And those are, simple things, like transition, but they're huge. So we've been focusing, pinpointing on them more while continuing to, be ready and conserve our legs to make sure we're ready for this game.
And Coach Tang coming back, is that going to be kind of weird seeing him on the other sideline?
Yeah, I don't think it'll be, weird. I know our primary focus is just winning the game, with the two-game losing streak right now. So we're just really excited to be able to go out there and have an opportunity to win.
Okay. Was that a tough one, tough film to watch? When you see guys being nailed down the floor.
For sure, because when teams are beating you down the floor, it's more of an effort thing. So um, just being pointed out on film, you never want to be pointed out, especially because of effort. So it was definitely tough to watch.
Adam, what do you think the response was in the locker room, or what have you seen in practice over these past couple of days after that loss?
The response was just a lot of looking, in the mirror at the end of the day, holding each other accountable, and coming together. This is a time that can make or break us, but we're choosing to allow it to push us forward. So.
LJ, going from being in concussion protocol to playing 34 minutes, is that tough? And do you feel like maybe you can take a step up here this next game?
Yeah, it was definitely tough. Felt a little fatigued, especially because not only was I missing the games, I was missing practices. So it was good to get my legs under me. Hopefully this game I'll be a lot better. Yeah.
Adam, I guess he's a point guard, Marquise Noel. What do you see from him, and what makes him so tough?
More than anything, what he does on the court, he's a really good leader at the end of the day. And he has a group of guys that are willing to fight for him, and has a coaching staff that, believes in him. So that's definitely tough, especially with his tenacity at the end of the day. With him being, such a small guard, you have to have something that makes you special and stand out. So it'll definitely be a task that we all need to take part of, all five of us, and just do our best to eliminate and make it difficult for him.
Thanks, guys.
Well, first, it's great having him back here. You love when family comes home. At the same time, it allows you to really study their games because you watch some of it, but you're in season, so you don't have time to watch everything. And the more you study, the more proud you are of the great job he's doing, his team's doing. And we knew he would, obviously, because he did a great job for us and helped build this program. But the tough thing will be competing with them and knowing after the game either he's going to be in a bad mood, I'm going to be in a bad mood. And, that part's not fun because you don't like playing family. I remember Scott Sutton and Sean Sutton played one year, and Scott beat him at ORU, and he knew everyone was killing Sean, and he's crying because it was so hard on him seeing his brother take that abuse. And that's the reality in the day and age we live in. Like, it's fun competing against someone, but then with the victors come the spoils, and with the loss comes all the negativity, and you don't wish that on family, and he doesn't wish that on us. So that's the tough thing when people say, "Why don't you play friends or family?" Because nobody likes hearing negative things about their friends or family.
Scott, obviously, he waited a long time. He had other offers. I mean, you got to be just kind of proud of him.
Oh, no question. Again, knew he was going to be great, and he waited till God told him it was the right time. And I tell you, probably one of the things that makes me most proud is just how the success that Coach Driscoll, Coach Mills, Coach McCaslin, Coach Tang have had, and how they've stuck together and helped each other. I mean, I think proud parents are when their kids play together and they play nice, and you're like really happy. And like, all of us put blood, sweat, and tears to build this program. So you're family for life, and you want success for them and their families.
Scott, you were upset about your transition defense on Wednesday night.
Yeah. Did we have transition defense? Yeah. Well, the first thing is we plan on getting back. And then the second of all is hopefully we do a better job communicating. But the film doesn't lie, and our effort wasn't good enough to win in transition defense. And we did so many things well. It wasn't like our guys tried to lose. It wasn't like our staff tried to lose. But in the Big 12, we know our transition defense effort has to be a lot better, higher, if we're going to win. And to be honest, when you play younger guys, sometimes that's an adjustment from high school to college. And especially you play guys that are in 4th, 5th, 6th year in college, they know the importance of it.
Kind of going along with that, obviously no one was happy after that loss. What's been the response in practice this week, do you think you've seen?
We've had 2 good days, and as a coach, you always rather have a good day than a bad day, and hopefully it carries over to the game, and hopefully we show improvement. I mean, after Iowa State, we showed a lot of improvement, and if we didn't have the transition defensive issue, it'd have been a great game. And unfortunately, it's a complete game. You have to do every facet, and we gotta do that in the Big 12 because you're playing against every team's an NCAA tournament team. And that's different. I mean, most leagues, you play 2 or 3 NCAA tournament teams, maybe 4, but you don't play top to bottom every game's an NCAA tournament team, a Sweet 16 game. I mean, you look at TCU, they returned 93% of their scoring, and they should have been in the Sweet 16 last year. So, I mean, what does that say? Their Sweet 16 Final Four good, you know? I mean, you gotta play great to win in the Big 12.
Now you're facing a team that scored 116 points in its last game. What do you see from those guys?
A lot of made buckets last game. You know, Coach Tang being here 19 years, you learn to get excited to play in-state schools, and I thought they really executed at a high rate. They're really fun to watch. He really has them playing hard, and a lot of people don't know because they've had so much turnover. He's brought in so many new guys, but I mean, Noel's averaging 30 points, 10 assists, 5 steals in the Big 12. So, I mean, how many players in Big 12 history have averaged that at any point, let alone he's a 6-year senior. He's been through the ropes. I think he's going to have a great year. Keontae Johnson was a couple of years ago SEC preseason player of the year. Normally the Big 12 preseason player of the year, the SEC, the Big 10, they're pros, and he's a pro. If it wasn't for his heart issue, he'd be in the NBA already. And that's why he's back in college now. And Tomlin's somebody that they did a great job finding him. He's somebody a lot of pros are talking about as well. So if you get 3 NBA guys or professional players on your team, you got a squad. So he's done a great job, and they play the right way. They play hard. They're fun to watch. We'll cheer for them the rest of the year, but not tomorrow.
You're trying to avoid a 0-3 start for the first time since your first year here. What's the message?
I don't even remember how long ago that was. So yeah.
Obviously you guys have had a lot of success. What do you need to do to get back to that level of success?
Well, I think first and foremost, in this league, you got to take care of the ball, and you got to get good shots. And our turnovers have been way too high. We got good shots against TCU for the most part. We have to continue to improve on our turnovers. Defensively, obviously transition defense was an issue last game. And then rebounding, we've been very good offensively, but not as good defensively. So when you play 2 top teams, you can play well and lose. You can play average and lose. You can play great and lose, but you can't play bad and win. And until you do those things, you're not going to win more than you lose.
As far as the turnovers go, to lessen that number, is it more just tightening little things up, or is it maybe shifting focus in certain situations on offense?
I think it's a lot of young guys in pressure situations against defenses they haven't faced yet. I mean, greater levels, greater devils, and the Big 12 is a different beast. It's a different monster, and I mean, again, we're playing more freshmen than anyone else, and they gotta get used to that. Our upperclassmen got to play better. As coaches, we got to simplify or put them in better positions to be successful. I mean, it's a team effort. The good thing is at the beginning of the year, we were one of the best teams in the country taking care of the basketball. It means we can do it. We just got to get back to doing it at a higher level against better competition.
Not that it surprised you, but the way Keontae came back, I mean, I think he missed his first 9 shots the game before. You like the way he responded this game?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he took the right shots. And, I mean, just because you take the right shots doesn't guarantee you're going to make them, but gives you a much better chance. And I thought, again, against TCU, we did a lot of really good things. Unfortunately, 1 point, not enough.
How do you feel about where Josh is today compared to when the season started?
Yeah, night and day improvement. He'll continue to get better. Sometimes you don't see as much of that just because of the competition level so much greater. But the sky's the limit for him, and he's really working hard in practice. And Keontae's worked really hard in practice. Langston's really worked hard in practice. And I think because of that, those three are getting better. And you play on a national stage, everybody sees your mistakes and they're exposed, and that's not easy for 18, 19-year-olds that have never had that before, because the success they've had has normally been very high, and it's tough when you maybe don't get the success you've had, and that's the growing pains, and that's how you become a better player. So really proud of how they're attacking it and how we're getting better, and I think each and every day after practice, I like, man, we're much better than we were the other day. So hopefully we can just show that tomorrow and the rest of the year.
Keontae take that play, that last play. Did he take that hard, or because I know he stayed on the floor for a long time and kind of.
I think quite a few of us took it hard. I mean, you look at it, Miles hits a really tough three. O'Bannon hits a real tough jumper, and we have a layup that Cork makes an unbelievable play on. Normally, if you say on those 3 shots, which one are you betting going in, I'm taking the layup, you know. So Key made a great move, and Cork just made a great play.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.